Hello, I thought I would get in a quick unboxing. I've already unboxed it and I've already taken a peek, taken a gander, and I'll explain why in a second. But I thought I would bust this out before Christmas because I am going to no man's land for the next several days where I won't have any cell phone service, any internet, no nothing, no man's land. So I wanted to get this filmed and get it posted before I left because if some people wanted to purchase it, it would be time sensitive. So it is the 2024 Saint Soleil Celestial Journal. It comes with a free intuitively picked crystal, which, like I said, I've already peeked at. Now it's this black, usually it's onyx or obsidian, but it's a moon, and I love that for me. Yeah, it's a little tricky to say. I feel like I would go with onyx. I feel like I would go with black onyx. So that's pretty darn cool. And then it came in this bag, which is quite snug. Taking it out and putting it back in this bag was super fun, but the presentation is pretty cool. So it's quite thick. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it to be that thick, which is funny because in the photos, like, it's not like it's a secret. In the photos, it looks beefy, but not this beefy. So I was surprised. See, I'm having an extreme amount of trouble getting it out of the bag. Like, it is quite the snug fit. Once you get it though, it's fairly easy. All right. So that's what we are looking at. It's a vegan leather, and one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video was because I tried to find a video talking about this planner just to see if it was one that I would want, and I couldn't find one. So I'm here for you. This feels fantastic. It's very smooth and like a suede or a velvet, but better. So when I first started going through this, one of the things I noticed was that the font is very thin and very tiny. So I've put on my light here, which normally I don't like to do because when I'm reading tarot cards, if I try and bring something up, we lose the light. Now, I do have some daylight. It's probably not going to last. It's like I don't know what time it is. 3:30, 3:40-ish. So my light is going to quickly go. So I might have to zoom in on bits and pieces, but let's do this. Okay, we got a blank page. So this happened last night too when I was peeking at it. You can keep this cover and then next year just order the insert. So I like that idea. Well, what does the back look like? It just has a little detail on the back there. If you want to pause to try and read that, go ahead. Immediately I noticed though that there's clearly like these chapter things on the side or indexes. This journal belongs to, oh no, what have I just done? All right. Saint Soleil, the website, the copyright, does it say 2025? It does. Welcome to 2024. Welcome, beautiful heart, to your new year. Whether you're a seasoned celestial journal lover or new to our cosmic journey through the stars, may you walk through the year ahead with an open heart. Oh, open heart, uncovering uncharted galaxies of your earthly experience like shooting stars in the night. This version of you is in constant metamorphosis, yet nothing is more precious, I was going to say precarious, precious, than melting deep into every present moment offered through these 365 days ahead. May you be divinely joyous, bursting seeds of light, honoring your daily ritual along with the rhythm of this cosmos we are all interwoven into. With love, Britta. All right, so we have a table of contents. Now you'll notice there's some little like They did mention like there'd be spelling errors and stuff, but that is just like a printing issue. And they talk about that, that everyone is like, these are small batch. Is that the term they use? I'm not even sure of the term. But yeah, it does say it won't be unusual to encounter little errors like that. So if you want to pause to see what's going on in the table of contents, knock yourself out. I am going to go through most of it, so buckle up. You'll notice the paper is like this brown recycled looking paper. It's quite thick. I don't know how I feel about it being brown. I mean, I don't hate it. Time will tell when I start actually writing in it. So here's like a little welcome, a hello, what you can expect to find. So introduction, monthly lunar phases, zodiac, sun and moon transits, planetary movements, wheel of the year, pagan celebrations, your connection to Earth, equinoxes, and more. Then a 2024 manifestation space, daily journal, and in a double weekly spread, monthly calendar overviews, weekly and monthly reflection and projection space, full moon and new moon ritual space, astronomy and astrology calendar dates, such as eclipses, planetary retrogrades, and other planetary movements, affirmations, mantras, and quotes to keep you focused, and space to dream and explore for the year ahead, and much more. What you'll need to bring along. So that's just like a cute little thing. Your journal, you can use your 2024 celestial journal as your day-to-day agenda, spiritual reflection, self-growth journal, tarot and oracle reflections, whatever you feel called to. There's no limits here. So we have a getting started, we have a consecrating your journal, consecrating meditation, and then space to set your intentions and consecrate your 2024 journal. Then we get into part 1, astrological knowledge and seasonal rituals. So, technical aspects of reading astrology. So it just gives you like basic tips, working with your natal chart. I don't want to like spoil too much of it because obviously someone's worked super hard to create this. This was one thing I did want to talk about because this was the bigger curiosities I had when purchasing it. I was worried that I would purchase the wrong hemisphere one because I did that with the Magic of Eye Planner once and I was devastated. But this one is universal and I was very interested to see how they would do it, but they don't talk about it on the website. So understanding your celestial journal time zone. We have assembled global time zones into 3 main centralized groups based on our biggest community areas. They are as follows: USA, Australia, and UK. UT formerly organized as Greenwich Mean Time. No idea what that means. That's clearly not a Canadian thing. Simply choose your closest region to work with. Don't worry, all events are cosmically aligned and shown either on the same day or a day apart side by side. Throughout the year ahead, you'll find major events stamped with UK, US, or AU. These are the Celestial Journal Time Zone stamps, representing the astrological, seasonal, or celestial events. They are allocated to an entire day for each of our 3 areas of the world. Example, January 25th and 26th, 2024, shown here. Full moon in Leo is shown on the 25th for the US, UK, and reflected on the 26th for the Australian time zone. So US covers best for all of the Americas, Canada and South America, etc. Australia and Asia Pacific regions, UK, Ireland, Eastern Europe, Scandinavia, etc. So that was how they've decided to do it. Sure. You can notice our little tab over here says guide, and the guide section is actually quite, you can't see that, beefy. It's quite thick. I will figure this out with this tarot cloth here. All right. This is going to be very helpful for me. This is the astrological symbols. I don't have these memorized. This is one of those things that my brain just cannot absorb. It can't. I have to look at the Mercury symbol every time. There's some that I remember, like some of them are pretty obvious and easy to remember, like Earth, Venus, Mars, those ones, the moon. The rest, I just can't. Same with the zodiac signs. Like, I'm slowly coming around to these. I'm slowly absorbing them. But it also talks about how it's read left to right. Retrogrades, we've got aspects. We have other ritual space. So this little hand guy indicates it's a ritual day. So that will come into play. Then we have the lunar moon cycle. So teaching you about working with the moon and what each phase means. Working with lunar energy, going with the flow of the moon, working with the cycles of their meanings, all that fun stuff. The new moon, the waxing moon in first quarter, waxing gibbous and full moon, waning gibbous and third quarter, waning crescent lunar eclipse, moon transits and the zodiac. So Aries moon transit, Taurus moon transit, Gemini moon transit. So it does go through all of those, which takes up a few pages here. Working with the solar energy. So solar eclipse energy, transit Aries, transits Taurus, transits Gemini. So this is another couple pages. Then we have Mercury. So it gives you like a little blurb on Mercury and Mercury lessons, Mercury retrogrades, Mercury in astrology, and then again, Mercury in Aries, Taurus, all through all the signs. And it does this for, so there we have, that was the next one, right? Yeah, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and that's it. Then we get on to the Wheel of the Year. We're still in the Guide tab. So Wheel of the Year and Seasonal Rituals. Wheel of the Year. We talk about the Wheel of the Year, the solstices, the equinoxes. So we start with Yule. So it gives you dates, crystals and stones, animals, incense, oils, altars and symbols, colors, herbs and flowers, trees. A little affirmation or quote. Oh, this is your honoring the winter solstice. So that would be your little blurb that you're going to say when you do your little winter solstice ritual. In bulk, same information. So that's going to go through all of the Sabbats. We don't need to repeat all of the information. Okay, so we are in now part 2. 2023 reflection space, 2024 manifestation space. So 2023 in retrospect, my thoughts. Gratitude of 2023. So it just goes through. I'm not gonna this is stuff that they have worked on, so I don't want people copying all of it. 2024 projections. So the person I want to evolve into. So this is where all of my ribbons were when I haven't moved them. So it looks like they were both just kind of in the same place. We're gonna leave them there for now. Then we have Sacred 2024 space, the meditation, card reading, the inquiry. So it looks like these are your card spreads, or your spread positions, and here's the spread. And then you can, I guess, make your notes on the next page. Now this, mapping the year ahead. I don't think it tells you what to do with this. So I already pulled one tarot card for each month in 2024. So I don't know if I'm going to put the card that I pulled or if I'm going to jot down what I want to happen that month or where I want to be that month or something I want to accomplish. I don't know. I think I might just stick with the tarot cards because it doesn't really say too much, but I'm sure the world is your oyster with that one. You can do what you want. Then we're in part 3, the Celestial Journal. So you can see we've gone from guide to January. So my month ahead, tarot reading, natal chart notes, and vision space. So there was nothing before that, right? No. So we've got a January projection. So mindful reminders, and each new calendar month is like a little mini new year, an opportunity to refocus your cognitive mind, get organized, set goals, and prepare for the next 30-ish days that lay ahead, refreshed. So you get to do a bunch of stuff here. Then you get into the month where we have all these symbols and the key events on this side and a teeny tiny section for notes. What I wanted to do was use a highlighter and highlight different, like if it's, what is this? Is this still Capricorn? Yes. So if we're still in Capricorn, I don't know, I would use a color to highlight we're still in Capricorn. And then on the day that we start Aquarius, which it should say, yeah, Sun in Aquarius on the 26th. So I would highlight going forward like purple for amethyst or whatever. And I wanted to also have a different highlighter for each Sabbath. So I could quickly look and know we're still in Yule or whatever. But with all this information and the color of the pages, I'm not entirely sure that I want to do that. I feel like it would look too little kiddish for this. So maybe I'll just get one of those little pocket calendars and do that. I don't know. So then this is your situation. So you've got the water bearer here, which I don't know why, because Aquarius isn't until the 20th. But anyway, so again, you've got all your symbols, which I need to learn. Mars enters Capricorn. Oh yeah, and it tells you here, US, UK, Australia. So it looks like it also talks like, why would it also say it here? I don't know. Here's your little thing for your ritual to remind you to do your first of the month ritual. Then we have the this week reflection. So this happens at the beginning of every week, and this always says the same thing. This always says the same thing. Like everything is identical. It's not like they switch it up for the beginning of each week or whatever. We've got our water bearer. So we have a little reminder to do a ritual because it is a new moon in Capricorn. Yep. So this is basically how it is going forward. Here we've got a new moon. Sorry, I totally forgot about the moon part. Not exactly how it is going forward. So Capricorn symbols, so we can see it's a new moon in Capricorn. It's got our date, it's got the details, it's got the spread, new moon invocation, and this reflection and prompts at the bottom, that's the same for every new moon. And then you've got your ritual space. Then you have this week's reflection. Next week's projection. Then you start the new week. Okay, then we have this week's reflection, next week's projection. Start the new week. Your ritual reminder for the full moon. Oh yeah, because one would be Australia and the other one is, yep. Okay. Full moon. So again, this blurb is the same on all the full moons. So we've got the spread, we've got the full moon invocation, and a ritual space. So this is basically how it is going forward. I will say the one thing that I will probably find a little repetitive for myself is the weekly. Oh, there's a. Yes, this week's reflection, next week's projection. I know myself, and I know right now I'm not going to do that every single week. What's this ritual? January monthly reflection. So it's reminding us to do our January monthly reflection and February monthly projection. So here is a Sabbath. So we've got Imbolc, Lammas, depending on what hemisphere you're in, and ritual space. So it gives you tarot spread for each one. Like I said, you've got your weekly stuff. Then you've got your January reflection. So checking in with yourself, blah, 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 my champagne moments. Then we get into February. So this also appears to be the same for each month because that's what January's picture was, I believe. Come on. Yep. That says the same thing. So February projection. So then we get into the February projection, the February monthly calendar. New moon. So I wonder if the new moon questions, like the ritual, the tarot spread, are the same. That's the full moon, new moon. No, they are different. So just as an example, question 1, what aspect of myself is desiring to come forth? And then what emotions have I been offering others during this last cycle? So I really like when the moon tarot stuff I do is kind of relating to the energies of the zodiac sign that the moon is in. It's not just like your basic new moon spread or your basic full moon spread. Yeah, so here we have Pisces up here. And we're not quite in Pisces yet. I don't know. I would have preferred to see those in the week that they happen. But anyway, so that's where we are, and it's the same throughout. Like you get your full moon, you get your new moon, you get your end of month, your beginning of month, your end of week, beginning of week, and then your Sabbats. And it'll be nice and easy to see what month you want to go to. Let's go to the end. Okay, here we have December, reflection, and 2024 in retrospect, my thoughts, 2024 in review, gratitude of 2024. So this is probably similar or exactly the same as what they were asking about 2023. A note from the creator, free flowing reflection space, 2025 notes, space to plan ahead, and reminders for my 2025 planner. So now this is where, with these like slide in notebooks, I don't know how to, there we go. It is quite large. It's quite bulky. And like I said, I think I'm going to get real tired of the end of week and beginning of week stuff. I know myself, and I know I'm not going to follow through with that every single week, but that was kind of the point of buying this. I want to force myself to do that. I want to force myself to do more tarot reading. I want to force myself to do more inner work. The other thing I wish this had, super unfortunate that it doesn't, is a pen holder. I feel like that would have been really good. I want to put a marker on the symbols page. One of my little ribbons. Do we remember where that was? Here it is. Yeah, so I definitely feel like a pen holder would be helpful. That's okay though. Do I have, okay, perfect. These are my pens that I typically use, Sharpie S Gel. This one is a 0.5. I try to stick with the 0.5. I also have a 0.7. The 0.7 is what I use when I'm looking for that real thick line. And then I also have a Papermate like 0.05. It is super thin. It's probably what I will use the most here. But just so we can all see, oh my God, how, if it bleeds or not, I'm going to put my name here. Normally, I don't do this. I avoid this step altogether because I'm so afraid I'm going to mess it up. And unfortunately, my first name starts with an S, and S's can go either way for me. They can be really crappy or really great looking. So super glad we're all doing this together. Okay, that's a mediocre S, I would say. No. Oh, nope. I was gonna say maybe that's nope, but that's a fiber in the paper. So yeah, for a 0.5, that's not bad that you can't see through it. Like I said, it is like fairly thick paper. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to do this because I went looking for a walkthrough of this on YouTube before I purchased it and couldn't find one. So I kind of like just went in blindly hoping that I would like it. And I do seem to like it, but this is the kind of thing that I don't know until like I start doing it, or rather not doing it. So yeah, follow my monthly roundups to see if I stick with it. But yeah, it's quite thick. Would love a pen holder though. Thanks for watching.